Hope everybody's well. Thankfully, I'm getting there and better. Let's just see what's going on, who comes in. Let's just see what's going on, who comes in. That's me repeating myself. Let's just see what's going on, who comes in. That's me repeating myself. Let's just see what's going on, who comes in. That's me repeating myself. What's going on, who comes in. Why it was doing that, I don't know. I don't know why it kept repeating myself then, but it did do, but never mind. Me splashing the cash, showing everyone. Well, I'm drinking lemonade today, guys, tonight. What you guys are drinking? Hi, Julia. You alright, sweetheart? Julia, I've got to tell you, them chocolates, I finished them off last night. Oh my gosh, they were gorgeous. That's why I had them from Jace and Dougie. Is the sound okay and everything, Julie? If you just give me a thumbs up if you get a chance, though. Might just be me and you tonight, Julia. Oh, sound is great. Yeah, them chocolates with the divine. You know the ones with the rum in them? They're a bit strong, weren't they? Oh my gosh, blew my head off. But my mum loved them. She absolutely just, she's like, oh, is there any more in that box? The jelly box is full. She went, well, I'll just have another one then. So I know what she'll be doing when she comes to the fridge. Next time she comes, she'll be just like, oh, I'll just go in the fridge. Hi, Yana, you alright, sweetheart? Hi, Leslie. Thank you for coming, guys. Yeah, I don't know if anyone knows I'm streaming either, Yana. I've been that poorly. So, excuse me. I've just been putting it off and off. I was supposed to be last week, but I had to cancel it for the whole week. You love the rum chocolates. Hi, Rebel. You alright, sweetheart? Oh, that sounds nice. Time to put something in your pond. So how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's well. Like I say, I'm feeling a damn sight better than I was this time last week. I was feeling proper sorry for myself. I seem to have got a tickle in my throat in the last 10 minutes. I don't know where that's come from. I've not had it all day. I'm just trying to wrap a piece of paper up to put underneath me glass mat. So what's everyone been up to? Has everyone been busy this last week? What have you been colouring? I finally got me, you know, my beast page, my volcanic beast. I finally got that one finished over the weekend. So that one's all done now. Still don't know what colour to do, the astronaut. But what I'm thinking is, hi Audrey, you alright, sweetheart? Thank you for coming, love. What I'm thinking of doing is leaving him till I've coloured more pages in the book. And then, at the moment, I just want to colour in blue, because blue's my favourite colour. But metallic blues. But I want to hold off, because I'd like to get a few more pages in the book because he's obviously different, a few of the other pages. And then last time I was on, I was working on this page, if you remember. That's upside down. I never know which is the right way because, no, that's the right way around. Because this beak, I realised is his beak. I didn't realise that at first, but I tried loads of different, I based it in the Neo colours, if you remember, and then I started briefly using my polys over the top, but then I got some of the new Derwent ink tents for my birthday off our beautiful Maria. She sent me some of the new colours of the ink tents, so I started using the brown, and then I used another shade of brown, so it's just going to be all different browns all the way around the outside because I was just getting a bit so then I felt like I was losing detail, so I started outlining each of the feathers in the black, so hoping I couldn't go over with a bit more shading, and that's where that page is up to. We've not done anything, Audrey, indeed, since the event now. Well, come on then, Audrey, join me. Hey, come and join us. A new challenge is going to be, obviously, this month, Kirby theme challenge. This particular one, which this month is the lava stroke fire theme, was the 31st of May. And then I can't actually, because when I started doing these, you know, like more and more people have obviously become more into them. I set out a year's plan of themes. So in January, I went through the whole of the year and set each month a theme, and I don't even know what they are now myself. I've forgotten them, so it's more of a surprise to me than it is you guys. May, I've not filled anything in yet for May. Oh, that's a bit of a weird thing. All right, 5th of June. All right, okay. Yeah, next month is going to be interesting. I just realised what it was. Hope you guys didn't get a sneak peek then out me diary. Can you hear the don't think Ness can what? Sorry, okay. What's that, sorry? Oh, thank you, Leslie. You like that eye? Yeah, I got a something off what do you call it? Where you Google images. So yeah, I got the off at Google Images, and then I couldn't. I had to like keep looking at it and looking at it because obviously I film using my phone, so I couldn't then come on here and do that with you. But I did that in my last live stream, which was what, a week ago. Yeah, a week tonight was it? It was, oh no, it was a bit longer than that. It was the one before my birthday. Now, if anyone can hear the traffic outside, do let me know. I do live on a very, very busy dual carriageway road, and a lot of fire engines and police and ambulances go past, and loud motorbikes for some reason at the moment. But it's very, very warm here in the UK, so I've got my windows open tonight, but I can close them. It's not a problem at all if it's getting a bit too loud, so just give me a shout out or holler. Close your windows, yeah? So I had, hey, hi Leslie, testing 1 2 3. I said hi Leslie. Did you not hear me, darling? I do apologise. Oh Leslie, I feel awful now. I knew you was there, darling. I said hi. Leslie. Oh Leslie, I feel awful. I did shout you out though. Watch it on playback. Yeah, so worked on his eye on the last one and did some of the feathers in Neo, and I've kind of worked over him, but it still needs activating a lot of the feather work and then doing a bit more shading. But I'm just going to try and work on that in my own time, because it seems to be one of those where I will come on and show you when I finish it. I'll probably finish it over the weekend or something like that, so I'll show you one night next week. Or I might decide to work on it tomorrow night, see how tonight's go. See how that. What do you think, guys? You know, say you just wanted me to hear you shout your name out loud, didn't you, Leslie? Gonna start giving you a in the last dream I was having trouble. No, you don't have problems when you're with me, Leslie. We never have issues. Just me who has issues. And I think I'm starting to overcome it now. So, yeah, if you want me to do a bit on this page, I don't mind, guys. Just, let me know. I'll show you what I was planning on, because obviously this month is Lava Fire. I've been going through all these books, and I found this page in Geomorphia. I'm hoping that lamp's not too bright on the screen there. So yeah, I just thought, obviously it's a volcano and you've got the wolves, but I thought we'd try and do the wolves in a brighter orange than in the cloud, to make them stand out a bit. And I've pulled out some Inktense colours to do that. You just want a bunch of shout outs. That's it. I'm going to set me a clock now for every 15 minutes to give you a shout out as Leslie, to make sure you're still there, you're still with us. So, yeah, so we can either work on Mr. Birdseye or we can work on, I didn't know what else to call it, so I just called it Wolf. What did I call it? Wolf-Cano? Something like that, because that Sharknado. But I got a bit confused and just put Wolf-Cano instead. So it worked for me in my head at the time. But like I say, I am on a lot of medication, so do excuse me. I've been resetting my room up as well, guys. I've had a Kerby corner makeover, as we say. So what I'm hoping to do is, over the next few weeks, once I get it a bit more set out, hopefully I'll be able to show you guys. But one thing I have decided to do, I bought a load of these little buckets from a store near in the UK called Asda, and they were 50p each. So I bought a load of them, and I need to go back and buy a load more of them. And then what I did was I emptied all my pencil cases. So I have a tin now for all my colours, like all my yellows, my oranges, my reds, my pinks, my purples, blues, aqua ones, the green ones, the brown, the grey and black. So what I'm hoping to do, when you do something you think at the time that is going to look amazing, it looks amazing, but now I've got to swatch them all, because again, my adorable Marie sent me a swatch sheet, what she uses, which is this, and she has all these. Oh, that's a bit, it's printed a bit screw with, but it doesn't matter, it'll still be the same. That was a bit, yeah, must have just been the way I pulled it out the printer. Bought a new printer today as well, because I wanted these. Spent 7 hours the other day. I did 5 hours, my friend did 2 hours trying to connect my printer, to find out it's obsolete. Still in great working condition, it just wouldn't connect to my laptop. So yeah, I was a bit gutted about that. So I went out today, bought a new printer, and what I'm planning on doing is doing these swatches. Now in the bins at the moment, I've got my polychromos, I've got my Artesas, I've got the Derwent pastel pencils, I've got my Faber-Castell, the Albert Dürer ones, I've got my pit pastel pencils, the thingy ones, and then I got a beautiful, I couldn't believe it, guys, for my birthday off our Julia there, my little Julia. She sent me the only, oh no, I've got the thingy ones in here as well. She sent me the Faber-Castell pencils I was missing, which were the black ones, the black edition, and she sent both boxes of them for me, so I have the whole collection, because Marie also sent me the gold Faber. I've not got the whole collection of them. I will be doing. So what I want to do is like do one swatch card with all the green. What I was going to do, to be truthful with you, I was going to go through them all and put them all in grade order, so it's a gradient. But that means if I get some new pencils next week, I'm going to have to squash it and then redo the whole colour again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a green section, and I'm going to do all the polys in one section, the Albert Joys in another, like every brand I've got, I'm going to do on a different one through all the greens, and then I'll cut them out and acetate them, put them through the laminator, and then I bought some little rings where I can, pin them all to, and then I can just put that at the front of my bucket. So when I want I have a Geomorphia, sweetheart. A Geomorphia is a lovely book. I love a Geomorphia, and Worlds Within Worlds is my, I think my Mythomorphia is my top favourite though. Saying that though. So, but you have the little buckets, Leslie. See, that's why you wanted me shout out. You knew I was going to bring something that we both shared. The little tin buckets. So did you do them? Sorry, Leslie. Did you do them like every brand you have from the lightest green to your darkest, or did you do them as I'm planning on doing them in brands, but all the greens together, so they just? And then if you buy, because like I say, I don't plan on buying any more pencils, but obviously when they're gifted to you, and that's fantastic. Myself and Marie have gifted a couple of sets of pencils and stuff like that between each other, and there are ones that I didn't like what I've gifted to other people. Hi Sherry, hey darling, you alright? Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, Audrey, I have all Kerby's books. Mythomorphia does seem to be my go-to at the moment if I'm looking for a certain page. My most coloured book is Worlds Within Worlds. I think there's about 18 pages in there I've still left to do. So I get it up, so I complete the whole book. But that was like pre-channel. So I'm thinking of now maybe recolouring that book, and then obviously I can do some more of the pages online. Wow, Leslie. Yeah, that's what I really wanted to do. But I'm just thinking, like, if I'd have started this last week, I would have already had to stop and redo them, because Marie sent me, I got these in the post yesterday off Marie with a load of, what they called, the sparkles, oh, here they are, I've got them. Like all like 3D pearl effect things, and the other sparkle ones. She sent me absolutely so many of them. It was, again, but she also sent me this set of the Derwent Pro Colour. So if I'd have already started swatching, I'd have had to start re-swatching to put these in. So I'm like, keep up me. Is the pond taking care of all the little fishes? All right, Just talking about the swatch charts, I bought these buckets last week, and I've redone all my colouring area because I wanted, obviously, in the past, like when my partner was poorly, and I used to go and stay at his when he was like, with the cancers and stuff like that. I used to go and stay at his at the weekend, so I'd always take my colouring with me and I'd sit out in his massive yard. And in, we'll say a yard, it's like a driveway and certain colour. So obviously I don't do that anymore. So I don't take my colourings anywhere. So I might as well just have them in tins in front of me. And I think it's a shame that, because I love my polys so much, that I'm not using my Arteses as much unless I get them out. So I'm all over the place at the moment. So yeah, I'm thinking about swatching all my pencils in colours, but I don't know whether to do it as a gradient or to do it in brand order, so that if I get any new brands, I can just add a new brand to the back. I can imagine it would be an absolute. Which Derwents are they? Sherry, is it the Pro Colour like these? I've not actually used them yet neither. I did have the Derwent Artist pencils, but I gifted them to my cousin last week. She does portraits of animals and things, so I gifted her them last week when she came down. She does absolutely something amazing. I did say for her to take the pastel pencil, like pencils as well, to give them a try to see how she went on with them, but she refused. She wouldn't take them, bless her. She had a bit of a colour with them and gave them a quick try, and she was saying, yep, she's definitely going to buy them. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. So I'm not going to swatch and really bore you guys to death. I'd rather keep you interested. So this is the page that is in Geomorphia. Now I know you've not got this book, have you, doll? You said you've only got the Worlds Within Worlds and the Magimorphia, wasn't it? But this particular one is in Geomorphia. Now Geomorphia and Phantomorphia, you can get one book, which is Wondermorphia, which those pages are in. So this is actually a page out of my Wondermorphia, because when I spiral bound my Geomorphia, fortunately I did this page upside down. So my screen has gone off now, so I can't see them. And then, right, there we go. Let me just catch up with the chat a minute, guys. It's whizzing past. You're all too stingy speedy on me tonight. Oh, so you've used the same chart, yeah? Then cut them all apart and arranged them in order. Oh my heck. Many hours. So you just have, do you not have them in, sorry Rebel. I was just planning on like cutting them out big. Have you cut them all out individually and then put them all together? Or did you stick them back over once you coloured them? Ah, the light fast sherry, yeah, I believe they are superb. Yeah, someone said, I think it was Marie said she was watching someone the other day and they said that the Pro Colours. Hi, hon, you alright, sweetheart? Is that Amia? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm hopeless on names, darling, so you'll have to. You alright, sweetheart? You just put you having a good night there. Yeah, I've noticed that myself. But once I got into the polychromos, that I noticed a big difference. But my other one from them were my Artesa, and I don't think, obviously there is a difference between Artesa and the polys, but not much, I don't think. So yeah, I think I just don't want to. When I first started and I was watching YouTube, and everyone, obviously you watch all the different channels and everyone uses something different. So I'm one of these people, when I buy, if I hear something's good, I will buy it. So I ended up with like 7 lots of pencils, and I'd only been colouring 2 months. It was stupid. And even though Arteza were the very first ones I bought, Arteza are the ones that I've always still gone back to. They've never gone back to the Black Widows. And there was a few other brands. There was the, what were they called? Shuttle Art, what I bought, and some other ones, what I just didn't even care for. So yeah, I'm hoping to, like, obviously one thing I am interested in learning is because I've got practically all the Faber-Castell pencils now. Like I say, I've got the black edition, I've got the gold Faber, I've got the full set of the polys, I've got the full set of the Albert Drawers. So I'm looking forward to seeing if all the yellows are the same yellow, or to see whether there's slight differences between the yellows in the polys and the yellows in the black edition and stuff like that. I'm not expecting them to be the same quality, because obviously there's a big difference in price, isn't there? But I'm just thinking about the shade. Is the shadings, are the shades going to be any different? So that's what I'm trying to work out, and that's the reason why I'm going to swatch all my pencils. But yeah, it's going to take me a long time, guys. But in the meantime, what I usually do anyway, when I do choose to colour a Kerby page like this one, I just decided, right, I'm going to use my ink tents, and I just look at, I just have a swatch of the ink tents and just pick through these, because they are different from the colour of the pencil. But if I was looking for a blue, usually I'd just grab my blue pot and then just think, oh, that's a nice blue, and that looks, similar, and I'd just do it that way, and then just see how it works out, and if it needs darkening, use a darker one. I'm not a great, like, sit there and doing swatches to make sure they do work together, which I know I should do, and I have found myself doing it a few times. Richest version of brew. I've noticed that with some pencil sets, when there's no numbers on them, and I just made, put who did I see do it? I think it might have been Marie, actually. No, it was Kay from Colouring with Kay. On brands where they don't have any numbers on them, she bought number stickers, and on the edge of the pencil you can get like stickers off Amazon, I think, from 1 to 100, 120, I think, and she put stickers on them. I then swatched them that way, so like number 1, and she put it next to number 1, so she could, kind of swatch them that way. Maybe that way might help you if you're not too sure. That's if you want to, do swatches and then maybe Sherry do it that way. Sorry, someone's passing the window, and Dougie's half hanging out. Hey, give over. Yeah, I suppose they will do the show on the show if they're right next to each other. I just got a funny feeling that I'm going to start swatching them all out, do all the gradient, and then find I've missed one out or something, and it's just, I know I'll just get fed up of it. Oh, hummingbirds, I bet that's a beautiful sight. You've made up names on your watermarkers. Yeah, the number stickers that seem to be quite popular, don't they, for doing things. Anyway, guys, let's get on with this page. Like I say, I've pulled out my Derwent ink tents. I have got some of the new colours. excuse me, but I've not swatched them yet, so I thought I'll just stick to the colours. Stick to the colours that I'm used to in that song. Something like that anyway. So, right, let me try and figure out what I got each colour out for now and to go with which one. This is the only problem I have. This is why I should swatch. Right, here we go. So cadmium orange is the brightest orange. Right, let me do it this way. Tell how long I've had this. Look how warm that is there. So I picked out the mustard. I know I did the mustard because I wanted the mustard to go with the sienna gold. And I wanted them two for the clouds, I think. So I thought I'd start with Mr. Wolverine here, Mr. Number One Wolf. And for these I've picked out cadmium orange, and then baked earth and red oxide. So I'm just going to do this. Oh, let me just give Leslie a shout out. Hi Leslie, you alright, sweetheart? I'm not too sure. It's been 15 minutes, but I might as well do it now. It might be long. So, right guys, let's have a look here. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, this is my lightest colour, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm just going to, you guys all chat with yourselves and stuff like that, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a light base layer first of all of cadmium orange all over here. And also guys, I know, because I usually put a video up of everyone's completed pages for the Kerby theme challenges that I do, and this month I've still not been able to get round to it. I've started doing it and it crashed on me for some reason. The thing that I was working on crashed, and it did it twice on me, and I'd already spent about 3 hours loading up photographs and cutting them, and like I don't know what, I didn't save them, so I now need to re-go on and take all the pictures again. It takes so long doing them, so I do need to still try and get that video up. And we still, last time I spoke to Karen for the community collab page, book colour, Alien Worlds colour, we were still waiting on another page, believe it or not. Someone still hasn't sent one of their pages in, so that's been, we've had quite a few people who actually failed to do pages. I had actually seen someone on her page and her thing saying that she was actually completing the page for it, and then we've messaged and unfortunately not been able to contact her since. So by the by, it doesn't matter. Someone else was more than happy to take over, you know, and complete the page. So we've had a few people that have come in and saved it. Oh, here we go again. You know what? Nobody usually comes round the back of my house. Well, not that I know, because I shut my curtains at a certain time usually. But it seems to be Piccadilly Station out there tonight, hence why Dougie's barking at everybody. So like I say, I do apologise if it is a pain. If it's crumbling your ears, let me know, and I'll just trying to see where this is going up here. So if it is becoming a bit of a noisy for you with the traffic and with the duckster, just let me know. It does sound nice though, because I can hear the birds in the background and the trees settling down for the night. So I've just done bit of a coat there. I'm not going to start doing the other ones. I'll just work on one at a time first. Let me just... I was going to start doing it all then, you know, and doing it all at one. Oh, thanks, Leslie. You know, it's... Some people don't like it though, do they? I know we've said in the past about that when Jace has been here, and people have said, well, if, you know, people don't like it, they don't have to watch, but I just feel guilty if, you know, like, people come to watch and, you know, at night time and relax, or, you know, they're busy doing their own thing. It's... But you guys are lovely. Really supportive. And I actually missed it so much last week as well. Last Tuesday, I think it was. Yeah, I was just about to come on. I knew I was coming on, but about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I started to feel really poorly. My stomach was really playing up, so I just had to go to bed. And then I moved it to the Wednesday. You know, still no better by the Thursday, so. But I had a fabulous birthday in the meantime, and I received so many lovely messages of you guys, and it was as special as I thought it was going to be. So you'll never hear me have another birthday now till I'm 60. I certainly won't be getting married again. I've done that twice already. That won't be happening again, so there'll be no more big celebrations from me for a long, long time. Unless one of the girls decides to have another baby, or my son decides to have another one. Another one, he's not even got one. In case my son decides that they're having a baby, but I don't think there's any of that through time. You know, a long time after that yet. These Derwent intents are just amazing, aren't they? They're absolutely fantastic. The bright colours. And hopefully with it being quite warm here as well this evening. I'm not putting a lot of water on it anyway. There's very, very little water coming out of this water pen. So yeah, that's just even though it's a light layer, it looks... Hi Reva, you alright, sweetheart? Of course you can come and join us, darling. Hi Brittany, you alright, sweetheart? I don't know if I've missed anyone else by the chance. Your birdie's a brat. Oh, they are funny birds, aren't they? We had an African grey. He's with my partner now. The chrome flow, do they? Oh. Oh, that's a thing. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not very keen on the Prismas. That's me. I'm not a Prisma lover, unfortunately. So yeah, let me just do that little bit there. I've missed his eary thing on this side. Yeah, that's what I was just going to do. I was just going to use some different colours to go over, but because I've used such a bright colour, I want to darken it down now. To be honest with you, when I was looking through pages before for something to colour for the theme this month, obviously, because it's a lava fire. When I seen another volcano, I thought, not another volcano page, please. I thought I've done myself in this month with lava already. So I'm going to go in now. I don't need to go in with baked earth next or red oxide. We'll go in with baked earth next. so that's my lightest colour. So this is the. Well, let me do this one first, and then I know where. No. I might not even like the way this turns. You know, I say that all the time, don't I? I might not like this when I've done it. And then I always seem to really like it, so I should have more faith in myself. But I think we all doubt our own. Oh, Dougie, oh, shut up, they're only passing. So, I think where some people park for the pub, which is across the road from where I live, is just right near the back of my living room window. So you can hear them coming from the pub and going to the cars, and I think it's that what's making him bark. Like I say, it's not that often I have the windows open this late, but he's enjoying it. And at least he's not jumping on me to jump on the table. I actually got my alcohol markers out the other day as well, guys. I was when I was started doing my room, like working on my craft area. I've got a couple of the Kerby calendars, the Geomorphia one, and the Fragile World calendars for this year. And May hadn't been coloured in, so I thought, right. So I did a real quick page using alcohol markers, and you know what? I really enjoyed it. I've not used alcohol markers for years since I did my card making, and I just could not figure them out at all. For love nor money, you could have paid me, and I wouldn't have been able to show you anything I'd learned over the 3 years of having them. But I used the Spectrum No Tri Blends, and I don't know if it's because obviously I've learned to colour with pencils since last time I used them, but I find them so easy to blend, and it turned out really nice. The page, I was quite pleased with it. Won't show it you now because it'll be in my completed pages for this month, because let me see. Yeah, so I really enjoyed working with them, because just wanted to try new things. I've got some new ideas as well that I'm hoping to bring onto the lives, which have a bit of fun with a few different techniques and stuff like that, and what I'm going to try out and for backgrounds on a page. But I just need to wait for a few items to come in the post. I hope I'm on screen. Can you all see me there? I'm on screen, guys. Sorry, because I don't know what it is, but when I'm watching on my laptop, I've got the chat to one side, which just whizzes past, and every now and again it's like, wow, they like whiz past, but I can see myself for like the first half hour, and then after that it just goes back to swirling. So I don't know if that's something I'm not doing when I come on. Maybe it's something I should do, but it's if it shows me, like, you can say, okay, we'll show you what you're doing for the first 10 minutes, but then you're playing in the dark. I'm just bringing, this is the baked earth in. I'm just basically putting it where Kerby's put his dark lines. And then what I'll do in is a minute, I'll come in with another darker colour. I don't know whether to do it now actually. I've seen Nico does it so cool, where she activates quite a few of the colours together. I don't even know what I've done here now. I don't know what colours I've used because I think I've just used a totally different one colours. Cadmium orange, baked earth, red oxide, that's what I said, isn't it? See, forget my own head me sometimes. We talk about this brain fog when you're going through your menopause. I don't know about brain fog, it's something or other. How are you, Eva? You in Texas, darling? Oh, that's good. Hello, Texas from Manchester. Oh, Leslie, yeah. Hi, darling. How you doing? Welcome, Leslie, and I hope you're still awake. It's all right, me darling. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'll be here on Tuesday. No, day mate, I'm here on Tuesday, I'm here now. Oh my God, I'll be back Thursday. I'm not on tomorrow, but I'll be here at 8 till 10. But I should be here till about 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight. Providing guys stick with me, if everyone decides it's an early night, we'll have an early night. But I will go with the flow till 10 p.m. You can always have shout outs with me, Leslie. Whenever you come on, I'll give you the extra shout outs. Don't worry, sweetheart. As well, sorry guys, if you do say something and I miss you, I will. Oh, it's annoying. Tell me about it. Oh, fibromyalgia, that is, oh yeah. My friend suffers with that and she's so bad sometimes. It breaks my heart to see her in so much pain. It's so sad. But yeah, brain fog, definitely got the brain fog. It seems to come and go though. Which is a good thing. I couldn't live without that all the time, but these are the things what are sent to try us as women. Not that we've had enough to go through already. But luckily enough, I'm already on HRT, so I'm hoping it can only get better, as my nurse keeps telling me. I'm liking them two colours together. This is what I mean about not, like trying them out before I just go for it and commit when I'm on the paper rather than. I love this water brush. This Derwent, the number one. I need to get some more of these as well. It is my favourite. It's so, you know, like so thin, the nib. What are you going? What? Oh, you've all lost me now. Let me have a look. Let me get my right. We said the many bars one. Oh, thank you, Leslie. I'm funny and sweet. Oh yeah, no, I love my Inktense. Absolutely do. I really, really do. I use all enough there, guys. I'm in close enough. I can't see my preview, so just someone drop me a message if you need me to zoom in or something, sweetheart. Let me see now. Right. Oh, see what I mean? Where's mustard come from? Where did I use mustard? Oh, baked earth and mustard. They're the two I use. Now move these three away. Peroxide. Them two can go over there. That's what I'm doing, and that's why I've redone all my buckets and stuff like that, because there's just so many pencils I'm missing out of. And if they're in the pencil cases, you can't see them, can you? But fortunately, I only have a little pencil case for my Inktense. It's only a Diddy one. It just fitted the 72 in, but obviously now we've got the extra collection. I need to. Well, I'm not going to get another case for them. I'm just going to get another tin and just put them all in the one tin and use them that way. So they'll just be in front of me all the time. I've done that with my Neos as well, because the Neos were just in a tin of the thirds, but because Marie sends me some like doubles and stuff what she had, obviously it got bigger. This is a tray my daughter made for me when she was doing a resin pouring and stuff like that, so I just decided to put all my Neos in it, and that's just all on a shelf. I've now got, like I say, my desk is here, then I've got 3 shelves. 1, 2, 3, yeah. And with all the silver buckets on, and underneath the shelves, like I've got a spinny round carousel with all my brushes and blending brushes, but then I've got my distress inks just there, so everything is to hand now. So there's no reason why I shouldn't start using more different mediums, because I know in Geomorphia, as you know, guys, well, Phantomorphia and Wondermorphia, these are single pages of Kirby's. These are the ones he did on single-sided, which are brilliant. But I've nowadays, because obviously I've got quite a few copies of each of his books, I'm going to start doing every page as if it's a single. So I used to be obsessed, and I mean, I can't tell you how. The thought of something bleeding through, oh my gosh, I'd panic. I don't know what I would have done. I think I'd have just cried and just stopped drawing for months. If I'd have worked so hard on a page and it had bled through, so I couldn't do the one on the back. But I thought, well, now I'm just going to colour every page as if it's a single, so I can throw every different medium I want at it, because I do love using different mediums, and like I want to like use alcohol markers more, and alcohol. Oh, if that argument out there is a bit loud, let me know, guys. I think there's a bit of domestic going on. Oh, sorry about that, guys. So just going into the darkest areas. Sorry, that really threw me there, guys. Sorry. Wow. Yes, so I've done a little bit here as well, and a bit behind there. Look at his ears. Could you hear that? Gesso. I've actually just bought some gesso, actually, guys, from the range near me, the Claire Gesso. So yeah, I'm going to be doing quite a lot, doing quite a few gesso pages over the weekend, so they get a chance to dry and everything. So yeah, you can put that down on your pages, and it saves stuff leaking through onto the pages. So yeah, but if you want to, Sherry, over the next couple of days I'll be doing some gesso stuff, so you can learn about gesso if you come on and and join in the chat with us and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna activate this red now, and hopefully it will show through. Not take too much of the I've just noticed that my pages are taking me so much longer to complete now than they were doing when I first started out. I was doing quite a few pages, Kirby pages a week, but now luckily if I do one a week, usually, well, one a fortnight at the moment. So I'm just trying to do different stuff, so it's not all just like pencil work. We can have fun trying different mediums and bringing a uniqueness to the pages. It's all about having fun, isn't it, at the end of the day? And I love using distress inks as well for backgrounds. That's the only places I put the. Hey, doll, you alright, sweetheart? One of my neighbours is outside walking a dog. One of my neighbours is out there walking a puppy. Got the fire in my life, then I turned around, she was behind the window. Are you going to lurk for a bit? Alright, darling. Thanks, Yana. Bye, guys. Sorry I'm miles away. Oh, I miss Leslie. I was going to give her a shout out before she got off. I'm just see what I mean, guys. When you get into a page, it's and what I've noticed. Well, that was a bit Yorkshire then, didn't it? What I noticed recently as well is while your page is still a little bit damp, if you just go over, you can sometimes, just take a little bit of that colour out and bring some of that lighter colour back in if you want. But I'm happy with the way that is. I think it's going to look good. Whether I'll go over it with other pencils, I don't know. So that's how I'm going to do the wolves. There's 1, 4, isn't there? I'll do another one so you can remember the colours. We'll do this one here, is another big one, isn't it? So we'll do this one here, and then I'll do a bit of work on the smoke. Just trying to think of what colour to do the mountains, but I am not doing them in the darker red, the one that I've done on the other ones, because it's just brings the page. I've done that a lot on the last few pages, so like I say, this is only like going over like base colour. You can do it as light or as dark as you want. Make sure you just helps fill that white of that page. You don't have to work as hard. And now here we go. So this is his leg. Coming around here. Make sure I've got all that bit on. This is from down there as well. It's all gonna. This is gonna get done in these colours anyway, I think. And then these swirly more clouds, swirlier clouds. There we go. So again, just activate. Yeah, Eva, I stream at this time. I do 8 or 10 on Tuesdays and on Thursdays at this time. So I will be here, my love. So if you want to come and join us, if you've enjoyed it, hopefully you like colouring Kerby pages, because as you probably see, I'm kind of obsessed with him. I love Kerby, and I've not yet found another artist who I enjoy colouring so much. So not that I'm actually looking, because obviously I've got loads of pages of Kerby's that I still want to colour. So, and I'm hoping by the time I'm running out, he's ready to bring a new book out. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Plus, I'll have his 2 books that he's bringing out later this year. His compilation books. I keep getting that word wrong. The books of all his best pages. Yeah, but I'll be here, sweetheart. I was doing Wednesdays at 11:30 during the day, but couldn't make it last week, and I'm not going to be able to make it tomorrow. So I'm just going to do Tuesday and Thursday this week. But I'll definitely be here next week as well, darling, if you can't make Thursday. So that's the cadmium orange. No, I definitely don't get bored, darling. I never get bored of Kerby. I just, I don't know. It's just, I, I look forward to picking my next page of his, and I'm usually so eager to, I won't say eager to start, like finishing start a page, because I always enjoy every page I colour. But since I've been, coming on doing lives, I don't want to keep boring you guys with all the same, like we just won't work in one page all the time. So I'm trying to get that. I've got a few pages going at the same time. I don't really get much chance to colour at weekends, because obviously I have my grandchildren at the weekends. I have my 2 little babies, so I don't get as much chance as I'd like to. I could find time to colour, because obviously they go to bed. But I find that when they're ready for bed, Nanny's ready for bed as well. So yeah, I only get a really chance to colour during the week. So I'm not completing as many pages as I used to, and obviously I've started going into a lot more detail in my pages. Concentrating like more on the shaded areas and stuff like that, and I was trying to look before for a quick page, but then I realised now for it, because I'm getting that way. With me colouring, no Kerby page is a quick page for me anymore. But you just go as far as you like, don't you? Some people like to go into further detail. I've noticed since I have been doing more shading, my pages have become a lot more intense and stuff like that. And I suppose it's all part of my growing, isn't it? And learning more and the way we learn more. But like I say, I want to start bringing a bit more of the other mediums into it as well, because you can have fun with other mediums as well at the end of it. It doesn't always have to be about pencils. Yeah, I agree, Sherry. He does his. You're not bored. Oh, thanks, Eva. Like I say, if you do want me to zoom in at all, by all means, just ask me to zoom in if if you want to see it in a little bit more detail. But yeah, this is how I use my Inktense. I do them in layers. Obviously, the lightest layer first, and then do my middle and then darkest. You can go over them with your normal pencils. Sometimes I find I do that, but I wouldn't do 3 colours like this and then go over. I don't think. I don't think I will do anyway. I'm hoping not to. That's why I was using 3 colours, to just try and keep it at this, to try and make the page a little bit quicker. Because if you start doing, if I start doing that, then I'm going to start going, oh, well, this needs that, oh, that needs that. And then before you know it, the months will have flown by and I won't have done another page again. Just noticed this bit here, I think, is the end of this little, yeah, we just activated that bit. And as well, I always work like I've just done there. I work on one section at a time and then just move around the page, and it doesn't seem to as be overwhelming. As if like I put all the lightest layer down everywhere and then come back. I find that gets a little bit too much for me personally. So this is just the way. I'm not saying this is the way you should use Inktense, because I'm far from qualified, and at the end of the day we do it to have fun. So this is the way I have fun. So activate this one now. I do find using in Kerby's books the smaller. This is the Derwent water brush. And this is the number 1, which is the finest tip. And they're just the little circular areas. Obviously, you can always take, if you wanted more orange here, you could always take it direct from the brush and add it on. If you wanted a little darker in places, you can always take direct from the brush as well, guys, don't forget. That seems to be. What's my train of thought then? So I thought that had already been activated. And because with this Derwent as well, it doesn't release a lot of water, so you can, you don't have to wait till it's hardly wet. And then obviously this is the darkest colour, which is the oxide red. don't want as much as this down as I've done on the other colours, because obviously this is I just want this is the darkest colour really, so I'm just putting it here and there, and then obviously where Kerby's done his darkest colours. Let's see where we're up to on the shop. Yeah, you can show you the different ways you can use them. I know, yeah, sorry about that. What was I saying about the noise from the neighbours? Yeah, I apologise for that. You get a few, a few domestics, but So I'm just using this now, just like I say, where Kerby's put his darkest shadows. And just a few extra places where I might come in with some more. There we go, straight away. Notice some more where I wanted it. Don't throw your pencils, Ness. I noticed as well, because obviously, even though I say the page isn't wet, there is a bit of dampness to it, but the colours seem to blend in together as well, quite nicely. And you can still see that bright yellow there as well. It's you can see three colours that different colours have been used. Like I say, there's nothing stopping you. You can always go over again with your pencils if you've still not got the right tones and shades you were looking at, what you were thinking at. You can always go over with, your pencil of your choice. Or you could go over, bring some metallics into it, or gel pen or something like that. I want that colour to come out a little bit more there. Not a bit too much. And there we go. So there's another one. Another one done. Yeah, the water usage, yeah. Got to have patience, yeah, definitely with the patience on them. So what I'm going to do is I'll just show you what I'm I'm in two ways, because some of the clouds, obviously the ones where it comes out, and I say I've just noticed like little flips are coming out, you know, of, there's his foot. I was wondering where his other foot was. I couldn't find it a minute ago. It's like, his face like that. Where's Wally? Or whatever you call him. Where's Wally? Is that his name? Cadmium Orange. What's that? Sienna Gold. See, why are them two there? Right. Let me move these. So I want Sienna Gold and Mustard. Doing one out of pictures. Right, them two can go right off the table. So this is his foot here. I've just noticed. I bet you're all screaming, no, Ness, you've missed a bit. No, Ness, you've missed a bit. Don't know yet. No, missed a bit, Ness. Need one of them big pokey sticks, don't we? When someone's missed something. I do it myself when I'm watching a bit and I think, oh no, you're going to come back and you're going to find that you've not coloured that bit. Now that looks totally different to that, so it looks like I used the wrong layer. I don't know. Not bothered. We should, or is it just that I went in too heavy-handed on that bit? But like these bits here, where it looks like flame coming out, I'm going to colour these bits as well. The same colour we've done. Now this will probably just be round the very edges, I should think. Just work it into the, might just be down these bottom bits. Flame, flame, that's flame, so obviously that's going to be done the same. And that goes into that second dude there. The dude in between, which is this dude here. I'll just give him a light layer while I'm thinking about it now. So that's his arm there. At least if I do it this way, for me showing you the smoke now, I'm going to know which is which. I'll go over it properly. When I come to do it, I'll give it another gentle go over and make sure I've filled it all in. As long as I can see for now. Give you a rough guide to where I'm going with it. This is it. And this is another flame here, so I'd be going, do this one in these colours. And that's this one, isn't it? And that's his body from there. That's it. You have to practice either, just giving it a little bit at a time. I do like my water brushes. I do want to get into water brushes, but to be honest with you, with the Inktense, I seem to have better control with the, like I say, the doing brushes, and the artisan brushes are also good. So I'm just looking to see if there's like any more flames. These all seem to be like swirly smoke, which yeah, all swirly smoke. So I think it was just, yeah, them. So I know what colours. So them three are those colours, and they should go off to one side. Now I've just picked two colours out for the smoke. Now on the other pages, let me just show you on these what I did here. So on this particular page, this is all pencil work. This was all done in my poly chromo pencils, and on the smoke, I quite liked how the smoke came out. I just used a very light yellow, and then I built up into a darker orange, did 3 stages from yellow to orange, and then worked greys in between. So I liked the way that came out. Then obviously I went over Kerby's lines with a white gel pen. Not too sure I'm going to use gel pen on this look. Can you imagine how long that'd take? But if it looks good, it looks good, and knowing me, I'll probably end up doing it. So the two colours I've got here are the sienna gold and the mustard. So sienna gold being the lightest colour. So what I'm going to do is, just using the side of my pencil, I'm just going to work a certain area. So I'll start from here and just using the side of my pencil. I just want to get quite a big area done and give it a bit of a good coat. You get, obviously you get more of an area coloured. Use this side. Just turn it around a little bit to keep that a bit sharper. So I'm just going to work this area at the moment, because there's no way I get all these. I won't get all the smoke done tonight now, so we might as well just work in an area and see how far we get. So I've just done the sienna gold all the way over. You can always come in darker if you want to. If you think it might not be dark enough, come back in and just go over it again. So it's quite a hard layer that now I'm putting down, so it's had a good coat. Of raw sienna. Okay, so rather than activate it first, what I'm going to do is, I'm coming in now with the mustard. Now I'm not too sure whether this mustard is, oh, it's a little playing card. Then I thought it said love upside down. I thought Kerby had wrote me a silent message. I just noticed it's a playing card. But some people like to point out, I've got a headache. My glasses are all over the place. Oh, thank you, Julie. Did you like it, sweetheart? Did I not show you? Did you not see it before? I'll show it again. Volcanic Beast. This was my happy birthday buddy colour page we've done, and I've seen some absolutely fantastic. So you use the block colours as well. They are available in the block colours as well, I think, Brittany. I'm sure they brought them out in the block colours as well, the 100 colours now. I'm sure someone was saying that the other day. I may be wrong, but yeah, no, I don't print these out on my own paper. I actually removed the pages from the books, because I bind my books. I'm gonna show you. I bind my books with my own binding, so when I come to, you know, colour the pages, I can just put them in and stuff like that. So because I bind my books, I prefer to work on the pages singly. I didn't used to up until last week, but I've seen a few ladies, other ladies, you know, remove their page, and it's just so much easier to work on just one piece of paper than having a book that size and having to twist it in, you know, to work on it. So no, it's not printed, it's just, you know, Kerby book and the page taken out of. Just bear with me a second, my glasses are falling apart. Dougie's, my lovely little puppy dog, has caught my glasses again last week. I keep trying to find somewhere else to put them, but he just keeps getting them. So yeah, that previous page was, like I say, all done in polys, but this one, hopefully, I'm just going to keep in Prismacolor. But knowing me, I will probably find something else to. Did you like the grey and the yellow and the clouds? Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do on this. So I've given it the sienna gold all over, and then I'm coming in with mustard. So all I'm going to do is just work on where Kerby's brought his darker lines and just work them in with the mustard. Simple as that. And then she says, simple as that, and then. So yeah, I'm just going to work over everywhere he's put his dark lines. And I'm just going to work in a small area at a time, like I said before. I'll just put a little bit more. That sienna gold's not gone quite to the edge of the page. And then what I'll do is, obviously, when using Inktense and if you're using more than one colour at once, always go from your lightest colour and activate that first as much as you can. And then obviously you can work that into your darker areas. Just work them out. They blend so well together as well. Just ignore that plain card there. And again, do this one. So working my lightest area first. I just work in little round, like scumbling motion. And then as I start going to my lightest, start going into the darker colour. Just moving that round where I see fit. I'm bringing it out a little into stretching out into your lighter colour. Are you up to? And then what I will do is I will bring in some grey, but obviously it'll be darker grey. And I'll bring the darker greys in too. I might even use pencil on some of the grey areas. It's when you look at when a volcano, erupts, obviously it throws all the ash into the air, doesn't it? Not even this is just the lightest colour I'm doing here. I think I've used two different colours here, It seems like two different colours. It's supposed to be the same colour. I think I've gone over with sienna and then gone over with the other orange. I'm an to, but it still looks good anyway. Yeah, I have done, haven't I? Because I didn't go this far up with the mustard. I know I didn't go that far up, but might as well activate it all now while I'm here. So there you go. Note from Ness: keep a track of what pencils you use. Don't keep laying them down. That's such brain fog tonight, haven't I? Getting all confused with which pencils I'm using where and stuff like that, but it looks quite funky anyway, doesn't it? Instead I wanted more shades of orange and I got it, didn't I? Even when I didn't mean to. Obviously if I was going to, do such a large area, I'd have used a thicker brush, but it doesn't really matter. There's hardly any water going down anyway, so. But yeah, I've definitely used this sienna and then gone over with a different colour because it is so much. Wow, it's 20 to 10, guys. Time flies when you're having fun. It always does when you're on here. I come on and I think I'm doing so well, I've got so much done, and then I look back and think, wow, an hour and a half and I've only got up to there. But I will work on this page again anyway on Thursday. Like I say, it'll be the same time as it was this evening, which is 8 till 10 in the UK. Obviously, that's UK time, so I'm not too sure what time that is. Now, also because I've already, got quite a bit of water down, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it off the edge of my pencil. Then I'm just going to bring this mustard in a little bit because I don't want to start laying my pencil down now because it's just going to go down a bit funny. So I'm just getting it straight off the pencil, just bringing it into those darker curvy lines. And then, like I say, what I'll do is I will bring a darker grey into the very darkest areas. I'm trying to see now if myself, if it's showing up yet. It is. I think it's because it's not dried that I can't really see it from thinking. Either that or my eyes are getting tired. Yeah, I need to invest in some new glasses next week, which I'm not very happy about because I've only had these a couple of months. And if I'd shown them you'd all just be thinking, how can she see through them? He's basically bit through half the lens on one side, where he's actually smashed the lens, but only at the very bottom. And then on the other side, he's bit through the actual frame, so the lens is whole, and it's just sticking in. It's just clasping in the top. Hiya, darling. Is it Maria? How you pronounce it? I'm not too sure. I'm hopeless on names, so I do apologise, my darling. But thank you for coming. Welcome him to the colouring. You're really new to it, yeah? Oh, thank you. I've inspired you to start colouring. Oh my gosh, really? Look, darling, but honest to God, you won't mess them up. I promise you. Just enjoy colouring. That's what it's all about. When I first started, I was exactly the same. I was like, oh my God, look at these gorgeous books, Kirby books, and they're just amazing. And I'm never going to be able to colour anything as nice as, people do. But honestly, sweetheart, just take your time. You learn at your own rate. Everyone starts somewhere, sweetheart, and it's all about having fun. It really is, my darling. I've started doing lives now, Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I'm so glad you come over and you joined us. That is so nice. And now you're here, you'll make lots of new friends. Yeah, everyone in the chat and stuff like that. If you've got any questions at all, feel free to ask away. And if I don't see it, which sometimes I don't when I get too involved, but you can always message me direct on Instagram if you have me on Instagram. And I will help you in any way I can, my darling, I promise you. And you know what? You won't regret it. I don't mean you won't regret messaging me. I'm not that big-headed, but you won't regret getting into colouring. You'll absolutely love it. And that is so nice to say that I inspired you. You've made my day. You really have. Totally new. That is fantastic. But you know what, sweetheart? We were all new, 2 years ago in May. I was brand new at it, sweetheart. And just like yourself, I watched someone and just thought, wow, I want to, to be able to colour like that. And it just takes patience, and more than patience, it takes practice. So, each time you do another page, you'll think, oh, well, next time I don't like doing that, so I don't like the way that looks, so I won't do that next time, but I like the way this looks. And you'll build it up like that, my sweet. But I'm so glad you've come on. So welcome, my love. You're not on Instagram yet? No, that's fine. Fine. You can always leave me a comment in below the video, or something like that, and I'll always get back to you. I am quite behind on my messages at the moment because I was poorly for a while, so I'm a bit behind on my messages, but I will catch up. So as soon as I see your message, I will get back to you, darling. If you need to know anything and things like that, I'll be using lots of different mediums. I've just been saying to the ladies earlier, and start doing, different mediums on pages and stuff like that. So it's all going to be fun. So have you bought any pencils at the moment so far, my love? My first pencil was at Arteza, and I love my Arteza even to this day. you'll see lots of different, people using all different brands of pencils, and please don't think you have to have them all. It's one thing you don't have to do. You don't have to have all of the videos. You've got ChromaFlow. Wow, that's not a bad start. Wow, cool. And the Inktense that I'm using now. Yeah, the Inktense are unbelievable. The Inktense are just the things you can do with the Inktense, and build your colours up slowly, or you can use them dry. You can use them wet. Obviously, they're better wet because that's when you get the more bang for your money with the colouring. Obviously, it's an ink, so you can go over the top even with watercolour if you want it, because the ink, once it's done, it's permanent, so it won't move. I'm just finishing off this little bit, then I can catch up on the chat, and then it's getting to that time, guys, where I'll have to say goodbye, unfortunately, for this evening. But I will be back. Like I say, guys, I won't be doing my live tomorrow, because I have a busy day tomorrow, picking up a friend from the airport. He's come to stay for a week with he's staying at Kev's for like I say, he's come over. He's coming on over. I was going to say he's coming over on holiday, but he used to live in the UK. He emigrated over to Spain, and he's coming back for a week. He's not been back for years, so that's going to be a lovely catch up for him and Kev, because they were very good friends and stuff like that. So, but I'm going with Kev to the airport tomorrow. So yeah, so I think that's all I'm doing for tonight, guys, on that page. I hope it's coming along for you, and like I say, we can discuss on Thursday which page you want me to work on, whether you want me to do a bit more on this one, or you really want to work on the bird eye page, but we can discuss that on Thursday. So let me catch up with the chat and see what everyone's doodling, and who's gone and who's there, and yeah, the with the Inktense, like I say, they're a permanent ink. So I don't know if you've watched some of this video beforehand, or if you just come on and maybe just watch this over the stream again. Night, Sherry. Bye bye, darling. Thank you for coming. I'll see you Thursday if you're around, love. What's that, Marie? Sorry. Also with the ChromaFlow. Need a good page to colour first and start. And that's it. Have you got the Kerby books, darling? Have you got a few of his Kerby books? Or bye bye, Julia. Love you, darling. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, Rebel, they are, aren't the Inktense are just brilliant, aren't they? You can have so much fun and do so much fun with the Inktense. A lot of people use them just to put a base layer down. So some people like yourself, if you're nervous to colouring Kerby, if you've not coloured it before, you can. Thank you for the video. Still behind watching them all, but I will catch up. That's fine, Mary. Like I say, you can put it down, the Inktense down as a base colour, then use your other pencils over on the top to add extra colour. But I'll be showing all different things on here, so just always come on and give us a nod and let us know you're lurking in the background, yeah? Thanks, sweetheart, for coming on, and I'm so pleased by your comment. You've made my night. Yeah, you've got Geomorphia. That's your first book, yeah. Yeah, I was the same. I'm obsessed with his artwork. You'll probably tell everything I've got is Kerby. Even my room's Kerby. Yeah, I've got all these books, and they're absolutely fantastic to work on. I love you. You won't regret it. But find a page and just take your time with it. That's my advice I'd give you, Marie, to start off with. Just find something, and then even if you drop me a line, if you do go on Instagram, as well if you do get a chance to go on there. All my Kerby pages I've coloured are actually over on there as well, but obviously all in my previous videos as well you'll see a few pages, so you might be able to pick some hints and tips up off there. Alright, sweetheart, but I will be back on as well this Thursday, so at the same time it's 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. UK time, so obviously I'm not too sure where you are in the world, so we just work out if there's a difference where you are, and then there will be something going up as well. It's usually I'll do it tomorrow and put the next link up, so if you watch for it you can put notify on to remind you. So yeah, you're more than welcome, darling, for me streaming. It's for my pleasure as well. It's something I like, sitting here and having people to talk to rather than being alone. Okay, Rebel, thank you very much for coming on, darling. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Eva. Thanks, darling. So is there, thank you guys for everyone who watched and for all those who've been lurking in the background. I do appreciate it. So yeah, on Thursday, like I just said, it'll be my usual time of 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. and then we can decide whether you want me to work some more on this page, or maybe whether you want me to do some on my bird's eye page. They're the two pages I've got as whips at the moment. They're both for this month's Kerby theme challenge, which is fire and lava. Yeah, and that's about it, guys. All I can say is thank you to everyone for coming and joining me this evening. Again, I've had a fab time. So, love to you all. Take care, and I'll see you Thursday evening at 8. Take care, and don't forget to bring your brews. See you soon, my guys. See you soon. Bye.